Guys, today we're going to go over my bow hunting setup for this coming fall. I am, as of now, officially done with compound hunting. So my first traditional bow, I'm running a Samick Sage, 45 pounds at 28. I'm pulling 30-inch draws, so I'm more pulling right at 50 pounds. I just got this stock string that it came with, and I'm running beaver puffs right here, and then limb silencers on both ends. And the only difference I've made to this bow so far is I went to the bow shop and I did some arrow testing, and I ended up switching my arrows out from the Black Eagle Traditional, and I am now shooting Easton Legacies. And what I did with these is I was shooting a 500 spine. Arrows were shooting decent, but I noticed slight variations in flight. So to make it be as best as it can be for me, I went to the bow shop and I bought a 400 and a 500 spine arrow. Had them cut at like 31.5 inches. I had 75 grain brass insert put in, and I ran a 150 or 125, 150, 175, a 200, and a 225. And I went through and I bare shafted both those arrows and slowly knocking off like a 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch at a time, and just watched as each arrow went in sideways, and eventually one just came in perfect. And that ended up being this setup right here. Bare shafting. This is a 400 spine cut at 29 3/4 with 300 grains up front. I had a 75 grain brass insert with a 225 grain point. So right now, the way it's set up is 150 grain insert with 150 grain point. I want to keep my Magnus broadheads, and it's just easier to find 150 grain over a 200 grain. The way this arrow is set up now, I am total arrow weight of 606.8 grains, coming from my Black Eagles that were at 580 grains. These things are just amazing. My bow seems quieter, I'm shooting better, confidence is better. So that's my setup for this year, and I've have maybe about 50 shots to the bow with these new arrows, and I'm loving them. I had to adjust myself a little bit because they are a lot heavier. I'm still considering if I'm going to be throwing lighted nocks in here or not, which is going to add another 15 grains. That will take away my point of center for my FOC, but I think I'm above 23% right now as it is. I'm not too concerned about it, as I'm going to try to keep my shots at 12 to 15 yards anyway. But yeah, that's my setup, and it is shooting perfectly. Hopefully one day I can get my compound sold and get a little bit better bow. But as of now, this is perfect. So we're gonna go do a cold shot here. Right here, I'm sitting about 18 yards, 17 yards. We're gonna do a cold shot, and we're going to see where these arrows are hitting at. Go and throw 2 arrows down there. I might throw a broadhead too. I do have a broadhead in here. That's my test arrow. And I got this from watching a couple different videos. I put a mark on my arrow, a little Sharpie mark, and that's a quick reference for my brace height. That way, if things are acting up, I can do a quick test there without having to get a tape measure or anything like that. But this will be my coyote arrow, backup arrow, turkey, whatever. All right, we're going to throw a couple shots here at 18, 17. Let's see how they're flying. Amazing. Even with, I mean, we're only shooting 17 yards here, and it is very windy out here today, but even then they're flying very, very well. That one is a little bit high. Not sure if I did that one or not. I'm just going to throw one more field point. Alright, I did throw one up high. That was me. I'm still bouncing between shooting a glove and shooting a tab. I'm not quite sure where I want to be with it yet. Both feel good and also feel bad at the same time, so I'm not quite sure where I want to be with that, so we'll do some more testing with that. But let's go ahead and take a look down here and see where these are flying. So set up here. This one I threw a little bit high. All these ones are sitting right there. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I mean, that at that distance, I'm probably shooting further than what I'm really going to be shooting out in the woods. So at 12, 13 yards, I'm happy. I'm going to set the camera up right here. And I'm going to go back there at, probably going to go up to about 15, and we'll see what we're doing here, and I'll have it right here on the target so you guys can see. That's gonna work. And that was moving up to about 15 yards. So at first I was shooting at 18, and it's going up those 3 yards made a huge difference for me. Yeah, I'm very happy with this setup. I'm very happy with this setup. This bow is shooting so smooth, so quiet. And just making the adjustment, just fine tuning it as much as I can, finding the best recipe arrow, and just doing everything I can as a hunter, as an archer, to make sure that I'm as weed-built and ethical as possible, and just know what my limits are. And my limits, I'm saying, is 15 yards. 18 yards, I would have to have so much confidence with what's going on. It would have to be the perfect scenario. You know, as broadside as could be. You know, deer is not alerted at all. It's loud. It's, you know, wind's blowing through the trees. Birds are chirping. But really, 15 and in, hopefully 12 yards. But yeah, I'm really happy with it, and I can't wait to get in the woods and hopefully get my first deer on the ground. comment below what you guys using for your hunting this year, and what bow setup do you got? Are you running traditional? Are you running compound? And what kind of setup you got? As always, guys, man, if you made it this far in the video, I appreciate y'all. I'm just out here doing what I do and trying to make the best of it and become the best that I can be. Thanks for watching.